Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms video. I'm RoyalMixGaming and today we're going to be talking about the best legendary cavalry commanders investment order. So when you start the game, everybody should go in max YSG. I understand he's not a cavalry commander, but I'm going to recommend him first because you're going to get him before you get into Season 1. As far as I can remember, you get him pretty early on, right after Richard, as far as I remember. So the first command you're going to want to work on is YSG, but once you start getting some into the more cavalry commanders like this video is going to be about, the first one that I would recommend you guys invest in is Saladin. He's going to be on MGE, and depending on your kingdom and depending on how big your kingdom is going to be, it's going to be either really easy to get Saladin or kind of difficult. If you're in an Imperium kingdom, it will be very unlikely that you will be able to unlock him very easily. You'll have to prove yourself to unlock him. But if you're going to be doing your cavalry commanders, Saladin would be first because he's before Season of Conquest, and you can easily have YSG expertise and Saladin to 5551 like this here. You can easily have him done before SOC, long before SOC, easily, and I would recommend you do that first. Saladin first after you do your YSG. Once you enter Season of Conquest, I'm going to recommend that you spin for Nevsky. And you're going to go ahead and do him. I would recommend you expertise him, but a good start is a 5551 Nevsky, and then you can work on expertising him. That would be my second cavalry commander investment order. In the third slot, we're going to go ahead and do William. So once you have your Nevsky at 5551, if you're looking to increase your cavalry commanders and make more marches on the field, you can do William 5511 and then eventually get him to 5551, and then you can do Nevsky William and then either Saladin YSG or Saladin and Ethelfled in the open field. All of those are good options, and if you don't have William yet, you can always do Saladin and Nevsky. So before you do William, you could do Saladin and Ethelfled, and then Nevsky and William, or Nevsky and like double C in the open field, because you should have double C at like 5133 or something like that, something decent. You get the relic for double C and you're pretty much good to go. Don't invest universals into double C. It's just a holding spot for your Nevsky until you can get William at a decent spot. You can start using William at 5.5, maybe even 5.111 with Nevsky at 5.551. So the order is going to be Saladin, then Nevsky, then William. After you have all those commanders, either Saladin done at 5.551, Nevsky expertise, and then William at 5.551. The next commander I would recommend you go for is going to be XY, and I would recommend you expertise him. Now, once you have that done, you can go for other cavalry commanders, but real quick, the reason I would recommend you go for XY is he does a lot of skill damage. He's going to go well with any of the other commanders that I've already recommended now. He goes well with Nevsky, he goes well with Saladin, he goes well with William, and you can pair them in different orders in different ways, depending on your versatility and what you're wanting. So the marches that I would recommend you use once you have those four commanders all together would be Saladin and Ethelfled, XY and Mehmed, and then Nevsky and William together. That would be 3 marches. And then whenever you can try and figure out an archer march, you can use your YSG still. And if you feel like you don't want to use Ethelfled, like I said, you can still use Saladin and YSG if you feel like you need to do that. But you can always get like Ramses or Nebuchadnezzar in a different way. Before you do XY, you could even do that. You can do XY after you get an archer commander for your YSG. But I would definitely highly recommend Nevsky before you start doing that, because you can always do Saladin and YSG if you need to do that for SOC. So once you've gotten that far, you've gotten your Saladin done, your Nevsky done, your William done, and your XY done, I think after that, the cavalry commanders after that, you can really probably hold off on and not worry about, because I don't really recommend most people go for Chandra. Chandra's more of a rally commander, open field wise. If you have him, he's great. If you don't have him already, I would rather do Nevsky over him, 100%. And otherwise, I wouldn't recommend him for the majority of players. If you're a bigger player with a lot of cavalry commanders you want to do 5 marches and he's necessary for you, he would be my 5th one on the list if you're going to be doing another one after that. I'd recommend Khan last because you can do Saladin, and if you wait until SOC, if you can't somehow get Saladin, he's going to be in Card King and you can easily get Saladin from there. And you can also spin the wheel for Nevsky and get all the commanders done once you hit Season of Conquest. Jadwiga here is for garrison only. And then for any other cavalry commander like Bertrand, I would not recommend pretty much anybody max him in general. He is a rally commander only, open field, not really. And then the last two we're going to go over is Attila and Takeda. Together, they are an optimal pair. The problem is you have the expertise in both. At this point in the game, I wouldn't recommend the majority of people go for either one of them because you have to max 2 legendary commanders. And you know, that's a lot of sculptures. That's 1,400 total sculptures with the unlock. So I would recommend most people don't even bother with them because it's just very expensive. I've done it myself on one of my other accounts, and I just feel like they're falling behind with the new skill damage commanders that are coming out. So I would recommend you probably don't do that unless you really are only going to be fielding like one really, really good march. So in general, those would be the cavalry commanders that I recommend to you. Any of the other ones, epics and stuff, you can easily expertise them with your progression in the game. So like I was saying, we're just going to recap the ones that I would recommend to you. Minamoto, like I was saying, is a spender commander. Don't push him if you don't want him. He's good for SOC, decent with his relic, but I'm not going to include him here because he's meant for spenders, and I don't really care too much for ones that you have to buy unless you really want them. So just to recap the commanders that you're going to do in order, it's going to be Saladin first, 5-5-5-1. Then you're going to do Nevsky, 5-5-5-1. Then you're going to do your William, probably 5-5-5-1 again. And then you're probably going to go back and expertise your Nevsky. Or you can expertise Nevsky first, but if you want an extra march, you can always do William. Like I was saying, 5-1-1-1. Use Nevsky and William, use Saladin and YSG, or Saladin and Ethelfled. After that, you can do XY. And XY can go with any of those pairs if you're wanting to move your YSG somewhere else, or you can do some other combos like I was saying. And all the other cavalry commanders I wouldn't recommend you go for unless you have that specific niche or you really want those commanders because you like them a lot for some reason. So that is going to be what we talked about today. That is my legendary commander for cavalry investment order, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tomorrow I'm going to try to live stream around, I think it's 15, maybe 16 UTC, something like that. I'm going to try and schedule it. We're going to spin the Esmeralda's wheel about 30 times. I'm going to craft the legendary boots for cavalry, and then we can see if we have any more materials, but I don't know that I do. But that'll be tomorrow. Our Pass 4 opens on Wednesday at 15, I think it's 15:15 UTC on Wednesday. I'll be live streaming that for sure. Probably going to have a slight delay just so that it's easier for us to rally and stuff and we don't have to worry about anything. But join that if you would like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned something about the Cavalry Commander's legendary tier, and I hope you guys have a nice day.